reservation is all good to go, right? Did you double check? This Tuesday at 7?
Yeah, that's right. I should have known you would be so picky about verifying the time. You're always so prepared.
Hey, I know it seems a bit excessive for me to constantly recheck stuff. It's just that this is what makes me feel comfortable. If I don't double and triple check, I stress out.
I get it. There's no need for you to justify yourself. Besides, you have a lot on your mind. I need to try and keep up with how hard you work all the time. I hope one day I can be as successful in my industry as you are in yours. You're just so talented.
There you go again, showering me with compliments. You still know how to make a girl blush. What are you going to do if someday I'm not as talented as I am now? Like, what if I start to lose my touch?
I love you so much that it doesn't matter. I don't care if you lose your talent, I'll still love you for who you are. When I asked you to marry me, I knew that I would be vowing to love you in sickness and health until the day we die. That includes if you were to suddenly lose your job. I'll shout from the rooftops just to show how much I love you. I don't care about your stupid job. I just admire how hard you work, that's all.
Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me. Oh yeah, what were you talking about earlier? You mentioned there was something you needed to tell me, right? Something important?
Oh, yeah, about that. Actually, my mom is dating some guy now.
What? That is so exciting! I'm so happy for her. She was so lonely for so long ever since your parents split up. She was so stressed and sad from spending all of her time alone. Oh, I'm so happy that she found someone that makes her happy.
Hold up, that's not the problem.
Oh, is it about our wedding ceremony? It's okay, don't worry about it. He's going to be my father-in-law, so he has to come to the ceremony. I'm sure he'll be civil with your mom.
Right? I don't think that he would do anything weird. That's really what you think, right? That everything will be fine?
Yeah, why? Do you think something is going to happen?
Well, I mean...
What is it? Why are you acting like that?
It's not about my dad, it's about my mom's new boyfriend. I told you she has a new boyfriend.
Yeah, you literally just said that to me. I already said my congratulations. Why are you squirming so much? Is he a bad guy or something like that? Does he treat her poorly?
No, it's not that. My mom has high expectations for the men she dates.
Okay then, he's not a weirdo. Your mom isn't a kid anymore. She is a whole adult, more of an adult than us. You should be happy she met someone. Don't you remember how much she and your dad used to fight? You told me they would get into screaming matches at least once a day.
Oh my god, I'm going insane. Do you happen to be in contact with my sister these days?
Well, you haven't been able to keep in touch with her, so why would I? Isn't she still on rocky terms with your mom? I thought that your mom finally came to her senses and tried to mend their relationship. They both RSVP'd to her wedding, didn't they?
Yes, they did, but I don't think they're gonna make amends. They're still extremely mad at each other.
What makes today any different? Why are you so worried about this? You know that no matter what, I'm here for you, right? You can tell me anything. I don't like it when you hide how you're feeling from me.
I know you don't. You've made that abundantly clear. Okay, I don't think I can keep talking about this right now. I'm starting to feel overwhelmed.
I'm sorry you're feeling so stressed, honey.
It's just that my mom is... I don't really know the best way to put this.
No way. Is the guy someone we know? Are they getting serious?
No, please, just stop talking for 1 minute, okay? My mom is two-timing the guy. She's dating 2 men at the same time.
What? No way. Your mom?
My mom has been so lonely, so she started going on a bunch of dates and she went out with 2 men around the same time, and now she's dating both of them.
That doesn't make any sense.
She's done this before, remember? I tried to tell her to stop and that this is bad and immoral, but she doesn't want to listen to me.
No way. She went behind your back and did it again? She promised you she wouldn't do it ever again.
I know, that's what my sister is so upset about. She and my mom got into that huge fight after we found out my mom was cheating on my dad.
How is she going to face your sister after making the same mistake twice? She's going to be so hurt.
I know. I thought she had finally pulled herself together and stopped acting like a child, but I guess I was wrong. I'm ready to give up and just let her do as she pleases.
You're not going to encourage her, are you? You're her son. You need to hold her accountable and tell her that what she's doing is wrong. I mean, you shouldn't be taking care of your mom. That's not what I mean. I'm just trying to say that if you know it's wrong, you should call her out.
Well, I've only known about it for a few days, so I haven't been able to say anything yet. My mom thinks that she's been organizing everything so well, and there's no way the two men are going to find out about each other. But I guess that's not the case.
What do you mean? Did she say she's going to bring both of them to her wedding?
That is not the case, no. I told her to pick one and to tell me who she would end up bringing with her.
How did she react? Has she already chosen who she's going to bring?
She didn't like my rules, I guess. I think she's going to try and invite both of them.
Is she crazy? That sounds like a terrible idea. This has got to be some kind of sick joke.
I think she's planning on bringing one to the ceremony and one to the reception afterwards. Just one switch in the middle, and then she'll have her special night. I'm sure it'll be okay. There's no way they're gonna cross paths. Have faith in me, okay?
Why would I believe you? You can't seriously be thinking of letting her do this. What are people going to think if they see her with two different men? Forget about that. What are the two guys going to do when they see each other?
No one's gonna notice. Let's just pretend that we didn't know anything. I think that's the best option for us.
This is so frustrating. I can't believe she's two-timing them. Okay, give me some time to think about it, okay?
Babe.
I just hate the idea of her cheating on two innocent people at our wedding. If you let her do this now, do you think she'll ever stop? I feel like you're just telling her that it's okay.
Babe, I'm telling you, I've got this under control. Believe in me, please. I promise I'll take care of it.
Just tell her to come on her own. She doesn't need to bring a +1. It sounds like she isn't going to be able to choose either of them. I think we need to settle this sooner rather than later. Otherwise, it's just going to stress both of us out.
Okay, I hear you. It's my responsibility. I get it. I'll talk to her about it, I promise. But I think that maybe someone else should talk some sense into her first.
Who, me?
Yes. Just meet with her and see if she'll listen to you. She's been feeling down lately, and that's why she resorted to dating multiple people.
Hey, Mrs. Johnson, how have you been doing? Oh my goodness, you're going to be married next week. I can't believe it. But are you seriously getting us this cheap food again when you're about to be my daughter-in-law? I think it would have been more appropriate to go somewhere classier. The audacity to believe you deserve a 5-star meal. What was that, dear? Oh, nothing. I said I apologize for not getting us a better reservation since it was last minute. This was the best I could do. It's been so cold out recently. Have you been keeping warm? Yes, dear. That's what coats are for. So, the wedding. You're coming alone, aren't you? What? Did Greg not tell you? I am dating someone right now. Well, Greg did tell me something, but it has to be a joke. Mrs. Johnson, you're not seriously dating two men at the same time, are you? This is all just a big misunderstanding. It's not a joke. Women have needs. Sometimes we need more than one partner to take care of our needs, you know. When you were young, you were pretty popular, weren't you? Not particularly, no. I didn't date until I went to university. In fact, the first person I fell in love with was your son. I didn't meet many men when I was young. Well, my son is a lot like me, you know. My son was very popular when he was young and had girls fighting over him. Yes, I recall him telling me about that. He is a very good-looking man, so I'm not surprised. I understand that you're just trying to share your opinion on me bringing a guest to your wedding. But you know I have been dating someone recently. Actually, 2 someones. Yes, ma'am. Greg told me. I was going to break up with one of them, but I decided not to. I like both of them for different reasons. How am I supposed to cut one loose? What would you do in my situation? I don't think you should just cut them out of your life. I think you'll just have to do some more thinking and reflecting and make a decision on which relationship you would rather pursue. Well, I can't decide just yet. That's why I'm still dating the both of them. You aren't seriously going to make me come to your wedding all on my own, are you? Well, you are so suffocating. I can't believe you're going to force me to come as a loner. I mean, we would love for you to bring one guest, just not both of them. I will make a decision soon. You don't need to obsess over my relationships like this. It's not healthy for you, dear. What am I supposed to do if the one I don't bring finds out I went to my son's wedding and didn't invite him? Do you know how stressful that would be for me? Mrs. Johnson, with all due respect, what you're doing is wrong. You're lying to two innocent men and leading them on. That's just wrong. It's not some funny joke or a simple way to figure out what you want out of a relationship. You make it sound like relationships are simple. They are very complex, dear, although I don't expect you to understand that. Mrs. Johnson, do not bring two men to our wedding. How can you deny me my rights to bring who I want to your wedding? This is outrageous. Does Greg know how overbearing you're being? I'm sure he doesn't know what you're saying to me right now. I'll have to give him a call so he knows how awful you're being to me. I'm sure that he will realize what kind of person you really are shortly after your marriage. Then he'll know that divorce is the only way to escape you. Are you saying you want us to get married and then divorced? Don't you want us to be happy? I think that you don't deserve my son. He needs someone who is good for him, and not a control freak like you. My previous husband really hurt me. He was rude and mean and treated me like garbage. Why do you think I started dating other men while I was still married? I got hurt after our divorce, and I've only recently started to heal. Why are you being so hateful toward my healing process? I'm sorry, Mrs. Johnson. I think I've misspoken. My apologies for upsetting you. I think that you're just attacking me and my character. I like both. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want to hurt their feelings, okay? If I dump one of them, they will be so sad and upset. I just want to protect them from being heartbroken. Is that really so wrong? I understand you want to be kind and let them down gently, but dating both of them at the same time isn't the right thing to do. Even if you want to date both of them, you know you can't marry both of them. If you really want to invite one of them, please just choose between them. Okay, I understand what you're trying to say, dear, but I'm in love with both of them. What should I do? I can't just throw someone I love away. Oh my, who is calling me at this hour?
Rhonda, it's me, Gerald.
Oh, my Gerald, I wasn't expecting you to contact me. I thought we finished discussing everything back then. Who is it, Mrs. Johnson? Hold on, Gerald. Some guy I used to date about a year ago. Haven't spoken to him in about 8 months, but he's suddenly calling me. I think I should continue speaking to him in private. Excuse me for a moment. Oh, you're leaving?
I'm sorry for calling you so late, Rhonda. I finally lost some weight since you told me I needed to get my health in order. You can finally stop worrying about me.
I never said I was worried about you, did I? It's been a long time, and I know that's not why you called me. What's really causing you to call me?
I heard that you were avoiding my calls. You were trying to avoid me. You're at home, right? I'm outside the front door. Let me in, won't you?
What? What are you doing here? I'll let you in. Hold on a second.
It's great to see you, Rhonda. It's been a long time. I heard from a friend that your son is planning on getting married soon.
Okay, and? That doesn't give you a reason to show up to my house. I don't want to be in contact with someone I used to date, especially if we've already been broken up for a while.
Okay, well, you know how I was married back then, when we were together.
Yes, of course. We were both married then.
Well, we've officially gotten divorced. We're really done with each other. So, there's no reason for you and I not to be together now. We can't just end it like this.
Let's talk about this later, okay? My soon-to-be daughter-in-law is here.
It's nice to meet you. You must be Greg's fiancé. I'm Gerald Smith. I'm an old friend of Rhonda's.
Yes, it's nice to meet you. I'll head out, Mrs. Johnson. It seems like you two have something important to talk about, so I'll speak to you later. What? No, you can't leave yet. Sit back down and chat with us. What am I supposed to chat with you two about? I think we spoke enough about everything for today. We can meet up again later this week and talk some more. Okay, fine. Get home safe, dear. Mrs. Johnson? Yes, dear. Please don't forget what I said before. You need to sort everything out and make a decision. Hi, Jeanette. I'm sorry for asking you to meet with me so suddenly. Thank you for coming. Don't worry about it. There's no need to apologize. I'm happy to meet with you. Feel free to speak comfortably with me, okay? I know my mom can make you feel like you have to speak and act a certain way, but you don't need to be like that with me. Or my brother. I've cut ties with her, remember? Well, I can't speak too comfortably with you. You're still my fiancé's little sister. I need to show you some respect. Just because you're younger than us doesn't mean I should treat you like a child, does it? No, I guess you're right. Thank you for always being so kind to me, Mary. You told me something is up, so let's get straight into it. Is something wrong? I got a lot of calls from Greg recently, but I hadn't answered all of them because I was on a business trip out of the country. What on earth is going on? He tried to call you? Really? He didn't say anything to me. Well, he probably didn't tell you because I never answered. I figured it might have to do with the wedding or something since it's coming up fast. Is everything okay? Everything is fine. I heard you two had our parents to meet yours. Oh, you heard about that? How did you know? My friends still keep in touch with Greg. They're better about it than I am. Gotcha. Well, you're coming to the wedding, aren't you? We haven't gotten an RSVP back from you, so we weren't sure what you were thinking. Oh, about that. I haven't decided yet. My mom said that she's been doing better and making more mature decisions, but I really don't believe her. Honestly, I don't even want to see her. She's constantly gaslighting, lying, and manipulating people to get what she wants. I understand where you're coming from, but it would really mean a lot to us if you came. We've spent a lot of money and time planning this wedding, and we want everyone we love and care about to be there with us. But, there is one thing I need to tell you about your mom. She is trying to decide who to bring. What do you mean? No way. Don't tell me she is dating two people at the same time again. Don't tell me she wants to bring both of them to the wedding. I bet that's what she said she wants to do. How did you know that? Why do you think me and Sam canceled our wedding and eloped privately instead? You had to cancel your wedding? Yes, she wanted to bring her boyfriend to the wedding while she was still with my dad. Isn't that insane? So she was trying this kind of stuff back then too? I told her she needed to stop and just enjoy the wedding with my dad, but she decided to ignore me and bring her new boyfriend with her anyways. And this was before they got divorced officially. Apparently she was dating like 3 different guys at the same time back then. Oh my God. No way your mom was dating that many people at the same time. I am telling you the truth. I think that the reason my mom dates all of these people is that she gets to go on fancy dates and vacations for free. She uses them all for their money. My mom didn't care about their real feelings or anything. I think those men really fell in love with her, but she didn't care. I seriously cannot understand how she can do this, Jeanette. Do you think your mom has been cheating for her whole relationship with your dad? Yep, I'm sure she did. My friend is a psychologist, and I actually asked them about her behaviors, and they said she has a lot of narcissistic traits. She has no sense of reality. She just lives in her own fantasy world, and in that world, the only person who matters is herself. When did she start showing all of those traits? My whole life. I can't remember a time in my life where she wasn't the center of attention at all times. When I was young, I remember questioning if my dad is really my real dad, like my biological father, because she was sleeping around with so many men all the time. This is much more serious than I thought. It sounds like the guys she is meeting now are people she's really serious about. Oh, I don't believe that for a second. She just thinks something is nice about them for a while and says she's serious about them. Everyone she dates is a serious partner, but in the end, the relationship always fails. So she's just going to dump these guys? Maybe that's a good thing. I'm not so sure. I think she's going to try to bring both of them to your wedding. Oh, God. Don't worry too much, though. I think I'll be able to figure this out for you guys. Are you sure? Of course. Jeanette, I'm sorry if I'm crossing a line, but are you doing okay? Especially talking about this. I mean, you said that you had to cancel your wedding because of this behavior. I'm sure you must be exhausted from your mom's behavior. I'm okay right now. I think I'm finally coming to peace with the fact that she's just a bad person. I don't think someone like that is going to be able to make wise or mature decisions, you know? Then what do you think I should do? I don't want her to bring all of these men to our wedding and cause issues for your family and our guests. I'm sure it will be incredibly upsetting for your dad and Greg. I get how you feel, trust me, I've been there. I'm just not sure what I should do. This day is really important to me and I don't want her to ruin it or the memory of it. Oh, I forgot to mention the craziest part. A couple of days ago, I went to your mom's house to talk to her about this. I was trying to convince her to stop dating both of them at the same time. Well, toward the end of the conversation, a man called her and said he was outside of the house. She let him in, and it was her ex-boyfriend from months ago. He said he divorced his wife and lost weight, so now there's no reason for them to not get back together. Oh, I'm sure they'll get back together soon. No way. I'm serious. My mom is constantly breaking up and getting back together with the same men over and over. If she's seeing 3 guys now, I'm sure she's going to try to bring them all to your wedding. No way! She can't possibly bring all 3! I don't know, my mom can get pretty motivated. That's so scary. I'm so stressed. I don't want her to bring the drama to my wedding. What's the best thing for me to do? Should I revoke her invitation? Don't worry too much, okay? I'm sure we can figure it out. Let's wait a little bit to come up with a plan. I want a plan for us to postpone the rehearsal dinner by like an hour? Postpone my rehearsal dinner? Why? I think that if you just invite my mom, we can handle everything all at once before everyone finds out about her behavior. How am I supposed to get her to come all by herself? I want you to call my mom and tell her you're sick. She'll come alone to take care of you and make sure everything is okay. After that, we can confront her while she's all alone. Oh my, this sounds a bit risky.
Babe, what's going on? Where are your parents?
They'll be here a little later. I need to check something before they get here.
Did you really want to delay our meeting this badly? What's so important that you wanted to pay for an extra hour to keep our dining area reserved?
Well, this isn't the rehearsal dinner yet. It's kind of like an entertaining show for us.
What do you mean, a show?
You didn't tell your mom I was postponing the dinner, did you? I'm just double checking.
Of course I didn't. You asked me not to do so, so I didn't.
Perfect. Thank you. Just wait a little bit. I promise today all of our stress is about tomorrow. This is all going to be over.
What do you mean? Are you saying you don't want to marry me? Are you breaking up with me right now?
No, honey. I told you to just wait a minute. Everything will become clear in a few minutes. When did she say she would get here?
I think she should get here any time.
I'm here. Huh? Where is everyone? Is nobody else here yet? Hi, Mrs. Johnson. There is so much traffic that everyone said they're going to be a little late. They should have planned better and left early like me. How rude to keep us all waiting.
Oh, Mom, it looks like you came alone. You didn't bring anyone with you?
What? Oh, of course I brought someone. Everyone knows you have to bring a +1 to the wedding. I understand. I wouldn't want to come to a wedding on my own either. Who did you bring? The person I think I'm going to marry, of course. Wow, that's so exciting. If you get married, you should have told us. Well, I don't know for certain if we will get married. We're just getting more serious about our relationship.
Who is he, Mom?
He'll be here soon. Just wait a minute.
Rhonda!
Babe, you're here already?
Hello, it's nice to see you both. Thanks for allowing me to join you for your special day.
Oh, hello. It's nice to meet you. We met before, didn't we? Last week at her house?
Yes, that's me. I wasn't sure if you would remember me or not. Well, Rhonda and I are in a serious relationship. Oh, it's nice to see you, Greg. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Yes, nice to see you again, sir. Oh, you can call me Dad. I'm gonna be your dad soon anyways.
Oh, you don't need to rush it. Let's take our time, babe. I don't want to make my son uncomfortable. Don't call him Dad, Greg. Not yet. It will make me very uncomfortable.
Why do you sound so nervous about it, Mom? I want to call him Dad if you're gonna marry him.
Oh, who is that?
So sorry, everyone. I'm a bit late. This is such an important night, but you've decided to come late? That's not very kind of you. I thought it was normal for people to come to these events a few minutes late. Am I right, Rhonda? Mom, what's going on? Did you really bring two men to our rehearsal dinner?
Oh, there you go again, nagging me.
Mom, come over here, please. I want to talk to you in private.
What do you need to say to me that you can't say in front of everyone? I'm not a child. Don't treat me like one.
Listen here, son. You can't be speaking to your mother in that tone. Right. You're her son. You don't need to treat her like she's your child and you're the parent. Let's be civilized and speak like adults. Mom, this has to be a joke. How can you let these two men that I don't know berate me the night before my own wedding? I should have known this would happen again. You never keep your promises, but I always get my hopes up.
Greggy, you can't speak to me like that. You're hurting my feelings. These are all my male friends, that's all. I have never promised you anything, so how am I breaking them? Mary must have understood where I'm coming from. This is a woman's issue. I don't expect you to understand.
You're so frustrating sometimes. This is our special day, but you're turning it around so that it's all about you. My mother-in-law is going to be here soon. I think she's the closest thing I have to a real mom.
What? What did you just say? I thought you said that the in-laws weren't going to be here tonight. I thought it was just the rest of our family and some of your friends. Oh, well, my parents really wanted to come. Is that why you thought it would be okay to bring both men at the same time? I'm telling you that I love both of them. I love both of them equally. So you thought you could bring both of them tonight and keep them away from each other? I thought it would be nice to be able to converse with both of them. No one just dates one man nowadays. Everyone is sleeping around. What am I supposed to do? They both like me so much. I can't break up with them. And what were you planning to do tomorrow at our ceremony and reception? I couldn't decide.
Rhonda, I'm okay with not going to the ceremony tomorrow if it makes it easier for you. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Same here. We can both sit this one out. Mom, you are seriously so manipulative. You disgust me. I can't believe that you've got both of these men so brainwashed that they're okay with you dating both of them at the same time. When you got here, you said you were bringing the man that you're gonna marry. You know you can't legally marry two people, don't you?
Who wouldn't know that? You never listen to me. You never treat your dad with this much disrespect. Why don't you grill him like this when he gets a new girlfriend?
You don't respect anyone. You're constantly lying and gaslighting me. What have you done for me to deserve my respect?
I'm an adult. I am your elder. You're supposed to respect your elders. What did this girl say to you that has made you act this way? Let's chat, Mary. What would we need to chat about? What happens here is all your decision. Of course, I knew you would understand me. Good job, Greg. You found a very supportive wife who understands my needs.
Oh, she's a lot like you, Rhonda. You must be happy.
Right? It's nice to have someone on my side for once. I'm going to keep seeing both of you. Mrs. Johnson, the thing I need to say to you is...
Rhonda, oh my sweet Rhonda, why didn't you clarify which building the dinner was in? I've been running around everywhere looking for you. I'm late because you wouldn't pick up your phone. Who are these guys?
Tom?
Who is this, babe? Mom, what in the world is going on? Is that Gerald, the guy you dated all those months ago? I remember you showing me pictures of him. Who is the other guy? And is this your son and daughter-in-law? Mom!
I seriously didn't know he was coming.
Are you trying to mess with us right now? You told me that I'm your only real boyfriend and you're gonna dump Gerald soon. You need to explain what is going on here. Have you been dating all three of us at the same time? Ha! He's just being crazy, right, Rhonda? This isn't true, is it? You told me that you were gonna break up with him and continue to date me.
Why are you all acting like this? It's not that serious. Just wait a second and I'll explain everything. I can't choose between you all yet. I need more time to decide who to continue dating.
That's not what you told us beforehand. You need to choose between us right now. Why does she need to choose? She's dating me. She's been dating me all along. There's no need to make her change her mind now.
I knew you would continue to support me, Tom. Please don't let these crazy people change your opinions of me. Everyone seems to have lost their grip on reality. You're the one I really love. There's no need for me to choose anything when you and I are already together. You all know about my ex-husband, don't you? It really messed me up, and he was a horrible husband and led me to make poor decisions.
You told me about him, yes, but I don't get what that has to do with the situation. You just said that that man over there is the only one you truly love. What are your real intentions? You really believe all of that? She loves me. You're out of shape and you have so many wrinkles. She is way out of your league. I worked on myself for a long time for her to find me attractive. What are you talking about? I'm in the best shape out of anyone in this room. Are you trying to say that she doesn't love me? Oh, stop your stupid arguing. She only loves me. She's just been stringing you both along. Mom, you are killing me here. Because of your irresponsible decisions, I'm humiliated. Should I just cancel my wedding just like Jeanette did?
Why would you cancel? Are you trying to threaten me right now? Your own mother?
You think all of this is okay? This is the exact same situation that happened when Jeanette and Sam were getting married. When are you going to stop acting like this?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I wasn't the reason they canceled their wedding. Oh, I feel so attacked right now. Everyone is fighting against me. Mrs. Johnson, if you really hate the situation so much, should I call the police? They can help escort these men from the restaurant. What? Why would you call the police? Well, it sounds like these men are obsessed with you. Stalking is becoming a really big problem nowadays. Haven't you heard the stories on the news? I'll call and make a report. Obviously, you did not invite Tom here today, right? You said you didn't know he was coming and you were ignoring his calls. I think we should report him right away. Hey, there's no need to call them. He's not a stalker. He's not a bad person. Just wait a second, okay? Let me sort this out. What? This is obviously very upsetting for you and is causing you a lot of stress. This is illegal. We can report him. I told you to stop. Shut up for 5 seconds, you brat. No, Mrs. Johnson. I am telling you this situation is abnormal and weird.
Sweetie, I'll try and handle this. Let's not call the cops. Mom, this is not normal. You know it's wrong to date multiple people. I know you do. I am begging you to please just stop.
Why are you crying right now? Am I embarrassing you?
Mom, I think you're unwell. I've had this feeling ever since I was young. Every day you met with different men and brought them home. You lied to me and Jeanette and told us to keep it a secret from Dad.
Hey, you shut your filthy mouth! I have no problem. I can't believe you're embarrassed by me. Are you humiliated? Do I make you feel like less of a man? Answer me.
You know what? Yeah, I am embarrassed by you. I resent you greatly. I don't understand when you became so crazy, but you're obsessed with men and dating people. No normal person on this planet would conduct themselves the way that you do. You are heartless. Heartless! Rhonda, come over here and speak to me for a minute. I can't think straight with everyone yelling like this. Get out of here, old man. Who do you think you are? Rhonda, what's going on?
Why are you all acting like whiny babies? If you really want me to choose between you all, then stop whining. Shut up for a minute. Let's get the stupid rehearsal dinner over with, and then I'll speak with you all one-on-one.
Oh, right, Mrs. Johnson. This is not the rehearsal dinner. Actually, it's going to start in about 15 minutes.
What?
This was kind of like a test for you. We wanted to see how you would conduct yourself here at our wedding. I think you should apologize to everyone before the guests arrive.
What are you talking about, honey? What do you mean by us testing her?
I knew your mom would be acting insane today and was curious as to how this would all play out. I changed the time of the dinner so that we would have enough time for chaos to play out before everyone else gets here to witness it. My assumptions were all correct. Mrs. Johnson, you are not invited to our wedding tomorrow.
Are you kidding me?
No, this isn't a joke. I'm being dead serious. I understand that you think this is all one big prank, but I'm afraid it's reality.
You aren't going to let me come to my own son's wedding? I want to make sure you have a good father figure in your life. That's why I'm dating now.
Are you crazy? You want me to have a good father figure? I already have a great dad.
Yeah, okay. I hate your dad. I want to get you a better father. I think you deserve to have a dad who actually cares a lot about you. That's why I'm constantly meeting new men.
How can you use that to justify dating 3 guys at the same time? You haven't thought about the repercussions of your actions, have you?
I must have raised you wrong for you to be treating your poor old mother like this.
I think you better get going, Mrs. Johnson. Our guests are starting to arrive.
Honey, I don't think we can just kick her out, can we? I feel bad about this whole situation. This jerk, how can you allow your wife to treat you like this?
Don't be so rude to my son. I'll handle this.
Do you want me to hit you too? You've lied to me for days, making me think that you're still in love with me. I always said you were beautiful and did whatever you wanted.
Help me! Someone help me!
Rhonda, I can't believe you have lied to me for so long. I can't understand what made you think this kind of behavior was acceptable. I am out of here. I never want to see you again. Me too. I'm out of here.
Shortly after the 3 men left, my mother-in-law stormed out, cursing at my husband and I. The rest of the rehearsal dinner went great, and we enjoyed the night with our friends and family. Even Jeanette joined us. She had been lying to each of them, saying she would break up with the others to pursue a marriage with them. They were so infuriated by her behavior that they immediately cut ties with her and posted awful notes about her on multiple online dating sites. My husband was incredibly upset after the confrontation, but he was still happy to celebrate with me. We had a great wedding the next day with no complications. Mrs. Johnson didn't come, and neither did any of her guests. It was a relief that our special day will remain a special memory for us without the taint of my mother-in-law's bad attitude and horrible personality. Thank you for listening to our story. If you like the story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.